Yeah, I'm gonna cut my camera.
Good Sunday evening, everybody. We got Daryl in here already. Two ATVs. Got Miss Lisa Ann. Hello, dear. Sear, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. Breezy's Bike Shop. Rail. Thank you all for stopping in, and thank you for hanging out with me so far. So, just
Hello, everybody.
I hope everybody else's weekends went smoother than mine. Uh, Saturday morning, I went to get tires put on my truck because I wanted to go to the tractor pulls today, and I needed new back tires, and I found a really nice set of used ones. So got them put on. Of course, show up. I had an appointment for 7:30. Guy didn't show. The key holder for the business didn't show up until like 5 minutes till 8. So I sat there for half an hour or so, twiddling my thumbs, waiting on him. And then he had the audacity to charge me full price, which was highway robbery for the place I went. My normal place charges me $15 tire to mount and balance. It cost me $71 to get two tires mounted and balanced at this other place on a Saturday morning.
Cow.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And I took the old tires back with me. So yeah, hey, there's Ken. There's Mike Hodge. How you doing, Mike? Let's see here. Ben's Workshop stopped in. How you doing, Ben? So
I remember when I used to do them for $5, and I got people fighting, wanting to fight with me because I was charging them $5 when we went back years ago.
Yeah. So that see, Monster, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. So that started my Saturday morning off really, really, really well. Well, when I left the house, I realized I didn't grab my wallet, so I had to turn around and go back, which I was only just a couple minutes, luckily, away from the house, so had to get that. Top Gun Farmer, how you doing? Thank you for stopping in. So then stopped by Mom's house for a little bit after I got the tires done. Did some stuff for her, and I went on to Harbor Freight because end of the year our budgets new budget starts in July. So my boss is like, spend the money you have left. So I said, okay, cool, I'm gonna buy me a new tool cart. Yeah, I went to Harbor Freight with a tax exempt form and exactly what I wanted to get and order, and walked in and talked to the guys, and they're like, yeah, we don't do the tax exempt online anymore, or don't do it in person anymore. You have to go online and do it. I'm like, I can't do it online. My company won't let me do that. I don't have all the information. So that was a bust. That was a hour and 20 minutes out of my life I'd never get back, driving there and back, 40 some mile round trip. So come home, decided I was going to work in the garage a little bit, and it was almost noon by the time I got home. Stopped by the Fat Burger to get a little lunch. So I didn't feel like cooking, and opened the garage up, and I started sweating so bad and started feeling like crap. So I'm like, called it for the day. My ex-son-in-law stopped by with his new girlfriend, introduced me to her, and that was the highlight of the day. Them stopping by for about an hour and bullshitting with me, and got up this morning, went to the grocery store, and just been hanging out ever since. So, hi, Cajun, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How you doing?
Hey,
Darren, Turner. Wait a minute. Didn't I just see you somewhere? You right there. Didn't I just see you somewhere? Oh, you wanted the Cajun Raiders today over here. All right. Thanks to my Raiders. Thank you.
So, some guy told me to come over here and watch you. I don't know. I can't remember who it was, but
everybody in chat.
Top Gun Farmer. Probably what you're going to have to do for a Briggs V twin is go to like Midwest Super Cub and buy one of their weld up header kits. You may have to modify the mounting flanges a little bit to go onto the Briggs, but then you can weld them up, how you need to fit the Briggs and stuff.
What he's wanting to do?
He said he's looking for a header pipe for a 16 horse Briggs and Stratton V twin.
Oh,
And yet,
okay.
Bocce is here. Oh,
Hello,
Hey, Bocce.
Bocce.
praise Bocce.
They got a guy that used to build custom headers for the Vanguard engines and the V-twin Intex and stuff, and I forgot that guy's name. It's been 2 or 3 years since, maybe 4 years since I've seen him on YouTube. I forget his name, but he built custom headers.
Nate used to do some, but his are all for like the single cylinders and stuff. But I know that, and even if you call Julian over at Midwest Super Cub, they used to have some Briggs and Stratton parts. I don't know if they were a big seller. They might be able to hook you up with something. If you call and talk to them, they're really really nice people. They'll help you out in any place, any way they can.
Hey, Lucy
So.
Ann.
Nice clock, Jeff.
That's
Bocce,
so we
yeah.
know when it's quitting time.
Bocce, you ain't got your monsters ain't got nothing on my monster. See how bad she is?
Mhm. Put her on the floor. Put her on the floor.
I do.
She won't bother
I
you like
do.
that.
I do, but she's still a monster. I get up here talking, and she's jumping up on me.
Look how big she is.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Cajun.
Hey, Jeff.
Now,
There's
Top
a
Gun
hidden
Farmer,
man.
you could try Luke Duke Outdoors. YouTube channel, Luke Duke Outdoors. He builds custom racing front end, racing caps for race cars and all that jazz. Yeah, chrome molly stuff. Yeah. He's got all the
Bocce, you
tools,
still
bending
here?
tools, hole punchers. He's got a custom shop. Get with him. See if he can. An awesome welder. I mean, he throws a bead like a roll of dimes every time. Get with Luke
Hey,
Duke
Breezy.
Outdoors. He could probably hook you up.
Yeah, I don't have a Briggs Vanguard here that I could even mock one up on. So
Take some of them real long aluminum foil tubes. Cut them at an angle.
don't say that, Bocce. It might start happening again.
All right.
Pick
Might
me
get
up a
some
goodie
crawl
this
on you that
weekend.
you don't want.
Bocce's might be your pet monsters. You might be grandma one of these days, and they'll be all crawl, and then have all of them crawling all over you that way.
Cheers. Radio Mike got me into this a while ago. Mike Tessina. He was like, "Man, I wish I had some Fireball right now." And I remembered I've been having this in the freezer for about a year. I had about a third of a bottle left.
See, ever since I met you guys, I started looking into all this performance, small engine stuff, and I found a really cool company. These guys will make custom exhausts for anything and everything that you have small engine.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good price tag on there too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think that would fit on my tractor.
Yep. So that's the thing. Watching your guys' videos, I got an old Craftsman sitting out back that I'm thinking about making a video just for you guys.
All right. Looking forward to it.
You're gonna see what a crazy old diesel tech can do to a lawn tractor to make it go faster.
Oh boy, imagination has no limits.
Mm-hmm.
See, the ones I've ever done, I go on Amazon and buy the pre-bent J-bends, inch and 1/8, or inch and 1/8, or inch and 3/16. Buy the pre-bent J-bends. They're like $10 or something for one, and about $30 or $40. You make your own flanges. You get your J bends. You can get all your angles and everything you need, and weld them up.
Dang.
You ain't that old yet, Bocce.
Oh, there they is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so
We're
it
doing
might
it.
might be a great granddaughter or great grandbaby. So, but yeah, so today I cleaned in the shop a little bit, worked on some other stuff, and just yeah, it doesn't even feel like Sunday. You know?
Well, I was sitting here today a while ago, and I said, "Wait a minute, 6'4". I thought it was Monday when I supposed to went to the doctor on 6'5", and I said, "Wait a minute," and I swore them down. I thought they was Saturday. I mean,
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too about the Harbor Freight, the whole I was looking at the 7-drawer cart flipped it with the U.S. General. I think it's only on sale this weekend. So tomorrow, when I call work and say, "Hey, I can't get that thing, for the price that we wanted," I don't know what they're going to say.
I guess you don't need it.
Well, you can't buy it out of your pocket money, and they write you a check out of petty cash funds.
They'll pay me back for the price of the box, but not the tax.
Oh, because they don't have to pay tax.
Right.
Yeah.
.edu don't pay tax.
Right.
Yeah, and it's hard to fake a receipt, especially from Harbor Freight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to call up tomorrow and have our controller get us set up for tax exempt, and more than likely the boss is going to say get it anyways. So
Tornado, don't say. Lightning and thunder dancing over here. We got thunder in the background.
this is the only one I got. I ain't got the.
hope it's 30 years, Bocce. Hello, hee pot.
Yeah,
LSU
so Monday I picked me up a nice 301 Kohler.
Tomorrow you do?
No, Monday I did.
Oh, Monday you did?
After I got done with the parade, I figured, well, I got the trailer, I got the tractor on here. I buzzed over the hill here, backed up to it, wiggled it up on the trailer, brought it home.
Good.
But before I did anything, I checked it to make sure it turned.
So did you try to get it running or no?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It'll probably run. Everything's here, starter, coil.
Yeah. Well, as long
This Monster has muffler on it.
As long as it's got compression.
It feels like it's got good compression.
Yep. Might have to clean the
Dan.
point. Might have to clean the points a little bit, but Dancing Alone with Reynolds. How you
What's
doing?
up, dancing?
Hey, Dan.
Dancing.
I watched this video on changing the paint color on a wall and cleaning up after grad students. I know where you're coming. I know where you're coming from, dancing. They don't clean up after themselves. Love you too, Bocce. Mwah.
Stop back when you can't stay so long there, Bocce, huh? Really?
Larry
Leaving us
Box.
already?
I appreciate you stopping in, Bocce. So, but yeah, I'm on vacation all next week, so I'm gonna try to get a bunch of stuff done, as long as it doesn't continue like the weekend did. I'll finish putting that motor together for Mark. I want to take the bed off my truck, which it's going to involve a grinder, Sawzall, and probably a blue wrench.
And
Well,
that
I got the bed off of mine. It's been sitting there for 6 months with the bed off of it.
Well, the rear driver's side corner has dropped about 4 or 5 inches. It's so tweaked that I probably can't even get the tailgate off now.
Ouch.
So I haven't tried to put it down, because the last time I put it down, I had to take it back up to the shop and use the tow motor to lift the corner of the bed back up to get the pins and everything to line up to get the gate shut. So it's time to remove the bed and put some wood on it. So that's my goal for the week, to get that done. Well, get Mark's motor done first, and then the rest of the week put a wood flatbed on my truck. So, and I think
Hey, I got a nice bed liner I'll send you.
I don't need no bed liner. But I think this truck had a bed liner in it at one time. That's why the bed's all rusted out on the inside. I just got done drinking a soda. Got burpees.
Would you believe that mine doesn't have a spot of rust on the bed any place?
Yeah, the old Fords are good. Old Fords are good about not rusting out. The newer 2000s and newers, the cross members rust out.
Yeah, I got my 91 down here. It ain't got a spot of rust on it either. 91 Chevy.
Well, the late 90s weren't exactly cream of the crop either. I know quite a few of them where the frames all just, after a while, they'd fold right up.
Yeah. But as long as they were taken care of, they usually are okay. So.
Well, back when they actually powder coated them, then all the manufacturers started changing over to that doggone wax stuff. They put a wax on it instead of powder coating them now, the frames, and now that's where all the frame rot's coming from. I mean,
well, also they're using that. They're not using a petroleum based sealer on the frames.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They're using more of like a rubbery stuff, and the water actually gets behind those, and frame might look okay, but as soon as you tap on it or peel it, it just disintegrates. So
I mean, if you walk up to a brand new one sitting on a lot, and you can take your thumbnail and scratch the frame on them. So I mean, just that's the type of waxy stuff that I'm talking about is.
Yeah.
You can walk up. I mean, on a new truck. I mean, I've done it on Fords and I've done it on Chevrolets, and both of them you can take your fingernail and scratch it, and you can actually tell where your fingernail went down.
Yeah, they.
Since Bocce left,
I don't know what is he doing.
Since Bocce just left, I'm gonna fuss about this. Damn commercials right in the middle of the stream.
Hey.
Yeah.
I ain't got nobody funding me, so I gotta get that 10 cents or whatever it is.
Is that why that just showed up on my phone?
Hi, Bocce.
I went back and looked at the video that my work complained about, that because I'm not allowed to video at work no more. That has been 3 years now, I think, since I put that video out, and I have made a grand total of $7 some odd cents on that video.
Wow. You rich.
They're going to deduct that from your next check.
Do they want a percentage of that?
Well, they say it's a conflict of interest because I'm making money.
I'm making money.
I'm monetized, yeah.
Hey, Ben, how you doing?
At that rate, by the end of the year, you'll be able to afford a box of Kraft dinner at the dollar store.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it's $2 and some odd cents. Yeah, $2 and some odd cents a year or something like that. I think that's what I made on it. Because you can go back in your studio, click on a video, and then go to revenue and look for the lifetime of the video, see what your income was on it. It was like $7 and some odd cents or something I made on it.
So that means once a year you can go to the store and buy yourself a pack of M&Ms, huh?
Yeah. Well, I can go up front and pay $1.25 for a Coke. Or sorry, Pepsi. Sorry, we sell Pepsi products. I can buy a Pepsi.
Well, you might get lucky, Ed. The way things are right now, you might get a case of Bud Light.
Not for $7. You might could for $7 nowadays. Yeah.
Now, I mean, since they can't sell them on the shelves, I mean, you might get some case of Bud Light.
Well, don't be bringing that shit here now.
When I was getting my tire work done over at Grumpy Stacks Tire Shop in Ville Platte, me and Mrs. Uncle sold it to Grumpy. Hey Ken, there was a guy there in the truck, and he had a 16-ounce slit. Okay, I hadn't seen that beer in a long time. Used to be sold at my dad's bar, when my dad had the bars years ago. Anyway, at $10 for a 24 case of, $10 for a case, 24 cans, 16 ounces. At the local store over there, not far from in Ville Platte. That's like, wow, that's cheap, But I remember how they taste, and I don't drink beer anyway, not that much anyway. Maybe a couple of months, but I don't know if I'd want to waste $10 on a case of Slit. That used to be one of the top beers ever. That Falstaff and Pat's Blue Ribbon, PBR, but not no more.
See, you get more views than I get, Ben.
He's been trolling.
What's up, brother?
Hey, Ken.
Hey, Scott.
Holy smoke, what's that?
Found it.
I knew I'd shock you, Jeff.
Hey, Ken. Huh?
What's happening?
Oh, I don't know. Just sitting here stirring up trouble.
So what'd you get into today, Ken?
I think I need to stir a lot harder because I ain't getting far.
Absolutely nothing. A nap.
A nap? That's good.
Breakfast, lunch, nap, and that's it. That pig roast beat me up out there all day.
Well, if you set the camera just right, Ed, you said y'all got that big pond out there at your mom's place. If you set the camera just right, you can sit there and make it look like you're fishing at different spots, and you can make them fishing channels seem like they make good videos.
I've tried to talk him into starting a channel and doing hunting videos and making wine videos, but he don't want to do it.
We'll do it. Well, Mom and Dad would do the line.
I got me another customer tonight, too.
Supper's calling my name.
All right, Cage.
Oh,
I'm gonna get out of here. That's what's bad about me going live before you.
See you later.
Sometimes I get out a half hour before you and then eat myself. Today I lost track of time.
I had a late lunch, so I didn't even haven't even had supper yet.
All right. Well, y'all know the routine. It's good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe. Be that way. Be that way. Stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease.
All right.
Catch you later. We talk.
Okay.
All right. Good night, Cajun. Thank you for stopping in, man.
Yes, sir.
So, but yeah, so I'm off this week, so I'm gonna hit it hard, or try to hit it hard, doing my finishing Mark's motor tomorrow, and then start ripping that bed off my truck. So
I would do the bed of the truck first.
nah, I've had that motor sitting in my shop too long for Mark, so I gotta get it. So I bought some soda today, which I usually don't buy a lot of soda. Oh, hang on a second here. We got a baby face down here in the bottom. There's Mr. Briggs, baby face Briggs.
I ain't baby face.
I picked up some. It's called cream cola, not cream soda, cream cola. It's different.
Cream cola. It don't sound too good. That sounds like a little too redneck for me.
Well, I like cream soda, so.
What day you doing that bed?
Hopefully I'm gonna start on it Tuesday.
Well, you might need to, as heavy as that bed is, or Ed, you might have to go over and get Mark's tractor.
No. It's coming off in pieces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it in pieces and take it off because there ain't the driver's side is only attached at the very front corner and the back corner at the tailgate. All along.
You're talking about your truck bed's giving up the ghost?
Oh yeah, and welcome back, Danson. Yeah, when it goes down the road, it does one of these numbers. So
I had a truck like that once.
I just plan on taking it off in pieces, taking all the sides off, and then whatever's left to the bottom of the bed, I'm either gonna grind sawzall or blue wrench the bolts off to hold the bottom half on. So
You're gonna do a build stake bed?
yeah, just a cheap flat bed. I don't even think I'm gonna use treated 6x6s underneath for the cross pieces, but the top I think I'm just gonna get yellow pine, and by the time it rots away, I think that truck will be history.
Yep. Get some Rust-Oleum straight and brush a little Rust-Oleum rust smell primer on the frame, and
if you're gonna use yellow pine on anything, burn it. Singe the top of it, and that seals it permanently.
Yeah, that's what I was watching a couple videos on that. Some guys doing that. They char it and
it'll seal it up and pull the creosote out of it. And it will take longer to rust, and it looks cool too.
Yeah, it does look really neat. So yeah, I may end up doing that. So, yeah, that's my that's the plans for my vacation. And maybe get the shop cleaned up some. I got
maybe
tools scattered. Yeah, I got tools scattered everywhere.
Yeah, they'll look nice. That I saw a neighbor had a pine tree cut down years ago, and he went to burn the stump. I said, you're just gonna make that stump last longer by burning it.
Huh?
No. Guess what? It's still there.
If you wait a year or so, and then put a truck ring around it and put charcoal in it, it'll burn right down below the ground level.
Oh yeah, but he didn't do that. He waited the day after it was cut. He went out there, poured a couple gallons of used motor oil, let it soak for a couple days, and then lit it. All that did was make it permanent.
Yeah.
We used to just drill holes about 1 foot into the stump, pour salt into it, leave it set, and 2 years later the stump is gone.
Yeah.
Yep. I did that. I had a stump. I filled it, put rock salt in it, and then I built a burn pit like Ed was talking about. But I covered my leaves from all the trees on top of it, and wet it down with some lime. Boy, in the spring that stump was like dirt.
Well, I used to get a little bit of brine water from the oil field, spray instead of Roundup, but
Yeah.
now I can't do that no more.
Nope. It's just like I used to use my antifreeze on my lawn every winter before frost came. In summertime, I'd have the greenest lawn in the whole entire city. So someone found out what I was doing.
Yeah.
What you put on your lawn?
All my old antifreeze because it's all glycinol.
Oh,
And
yeah.
up here in Canada, it's all biodegradable. It's environmentally friendly. You just
Right.
don't let your dog come lick my lawn.
Yep.
Sounds like Lisa had a good dinner. She had a grilled cheese sandwich, half an avocado, and dark choc sea salt, Kind Bar, and vanilla coffee. Vanilla coffee. I'm not really into the flavored coffees, but everything else sounds really good. I actually looked at avocados today. I was going to buy some, but I wasn't motivated to make any guacamole or anything. So,
I got all those pine 2x8s if you want to use them on your bed, Ed. Just have to plane them down and straighten them.
Hey, Ken, what is that behind you?
It's a slingshot.
Slingshot? Is that one of those little kit car things?
It's a Polaris, something
Yeah,
Polaris come out with, like a car but 3 wheels.
That's pretty slick looking.
Hi, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy.
Pretty slick looking.
It'll move. I can tell you that. I rode in it once.
Yeah, it looks pretty slick.
It's fun.
Yeah.
You don't need a motorcycle license, do you?
Oh, 2 states you do. I don't know what 2 states, not Ohio.
I'm sure it's New York. It's one of them.
It might be.
Now that's a good
It's New York will make you get a license to go to the bathroom if they could get away with it.
If the state has a helmet law, you got to wear a helmet too.
You'll see this and you'll know why it's funny.
In the side by side or in your
Yeah, when I go to West Virginia, we have to take the helmets.
wow.
Uh,
I'll see if I can find my my coconut shell for you.
I got one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
That's what I used to wear when I had to pull some of the clubs that when you pulled stock class, you had to have a helmet, and I would wear that. And even in the modified, you had to wear a helmet. I just wear the coconut shell till I went over to methanol, and that shit blowing back in your face burned your eyes and stuff. So I got a full face with a shield.
You'd wear a coconut helmet. That sounds cool.
Yeah, I paid like $10 at it at Ollie's. It's DOT certified, so
Why not?
I actually bought it because I was going to go to a pool up north, about an hour and a half away, back when I was still pulling in the stock classes, and they required all their classes to wear helmets. I didn't have a helmet. Never had a helmet. I mean, I had an old motorcycle helmet, but it's from when I was a kid, and so I searched around and every place, and one of my buddies is like, dude, I was just in Ollie's, which is a discount store. He said, I was just in there yesterday. They've got a ton of them in there. Go in there and look. I went back, went through every one they had, and they had one that would fit me. Went up. It was like $10, and I'm like, cool, Then I ended up not going to the pool because it was pouring down rain. So I threw it back in the corner, and about a year later, when I went to the modified class, I started wearing it.
Why doesn't that surprise me? You're always looking for something.
Yeah. And I messed around with the tractor a little bit yesterday trying to get that carburetor tuned in, and I'm having no luck. So I'm definitely gonna have to have Mark come over and lay hands on it.
No,
Do you ever
Sandy.
pull the plugs on those and see if it glazed over?
Brand new for this spring.
So I was talking to Jay, and when he ran alcohol on his tractor, big tractors, they would glaze over, and he'd have to change them every pole.
Yeah. We can get away with about 3 or 4 poles. He was probably putting a lot more methanol through them than what we were.
Well, he was running nitrous too
I think
secretly.
I might feel better if I would take that thyroid medicine.
But
Not one.
it just it won't idle right, and it's just not right. So I'm not gonna go over an hour away and everything and have it do what it was doing last year. So
Yeah, that was
losing power 3/4 way down the track, and he said check your plugs, see if they're glazed over.
yeah.
His was the same thing on the big tractor.
Oh, Thomas did a 15-hour shift today. Wow.
that's good for him.
A little extra money in the pocket. Can't complain about that.
Hey, Kane, how you doing, buddy?
Okay.
But yeah, I've checked put brand new plugs in it. Last year I put brand new plugs in it during the polls. This spring I put brand new plugs in it, and I backed the timing down because everybody's telling me I had too much timing in it. So it's still not. It doesn't sound right to me. So, like I said, I'm gonna need to get Mark over here to lay hands on it and see if he can get it adjusted in. And it's even a brand new fuel pump because we thought maybe the fuel pump was getting weak and starving it halfway down the track, and it's a brand new fuel pump and it's still.
Hey,
Better get Sandy to look at that.
Yeah, well, true. Yeah,
I'm getting in
Can have
trouble
Sandy-
now, Thomas.
I really don't want to go back to gas because I already bought the methanol for the year. So, and race gas is over $100 over $100 now for 5 gallons. So,
Holy cow.
You get that carburetor cleaned?
yes, it's in my truck.
How bad was it?
It had a lot of fine sediment, but the main jet was completely plugged. So,
Would have been a problem.
yeah. Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Hello, Joe.
Just got out of
Well,
the
my
hospital.
neighbors got woke up.
What's that, Scott?
I said, well, my neighbors got woke up kind of rude this morning. Their
How's that?
their waterbed fell through the floor.
Different way. Hey, Mater, how you doing? I didn't see you stop in, buddy. Oh yeah, Sandy is the person in need. Yeah, but I don't know if she's ever did a alcohol carb.
Hey, she did a better job on that boat motor.
Yeah, that boat motor is now sitting beside Mark's shed, locked up. Nope. See you, Thomas.
Later, Thomas.
The motor lock?
Yeah, the 25 horse is locked up. That's what he said. You don't know if it's in the top end, bottom end, what. So he put a 9.9 on it.
Don't let him kid you. He went out there and loosened the bolts because he didn't like the fact Sandy got the rock.
Well, if my tailgate would go down in my truck, I was half tempted to throw it in the back of my truck and see if I could get it going, but I didn't feel like trying to lift it up over the top rail of the truck and have it possibly fall through the bed of the truck. So if it's still there after I get the wood bed on, then I'll look at possibly getting it then. Those 2x8s to Ken. How bad are they crooked?
Not too bad.
Well, I mean, if it ain't too bad of a gap, I'll just leave the gap. I won't even plane them.
Well, planes for the thickness, and they might have a
Well,
bow or something I have to take out of.
Yeah, as long as they're semi straight, I'll deal with the 2-inch thick. You know, that's just more weight I can haul.
They're true.
Well, you got some old pipe clamps sitting around there, don't you? Just clamp them side by side on a piece of plywood, hose them down, and every hour just tighten them up, and they'll straighten out.
Yeah, I also got that brand new impactor too. I can just run bigger screws down through them.
Yeah.
So I still haven't used that thing. I'm kind of getting excited on how well it's going to work.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I hope it works as good as everybody says it does. You know, I mean, it's not like I paid $300 for it or anything, but you know, I'm actually thinking about buying another one and doing that as a giveaway for my 3,000 subscriber thing. So, but I want to use it some before I commit to that.
Now, you don't want to give away a piece of crap if
Right.
it is one.
Right. But I've been watching some other channels, Fab Rats and Matt's Off-Road Recovery. Harbor Freight's both sent them both the full line of the Hercules tools. They've been using the crap out of them. They haven't been bitching about them. So, matter of fact, I was watching Fab Rats the other day, and he's got a 6-inch wheel on a 4.5 inch cutoff grinder, and that thing was just eating away, man. So maybe
I like Fab Rats.
Yeah, I like him. He's a good guy. If I wasn't so far away, that'd be some place to go visit.
What was that thing that old that car they built for that old guy?
Well, he built he built and gave away a
the Samurai, that old Samurai that he pulled out of the woods for that one guy.
Yeah, for the guy that works with him. Yeah, that was an old
Could
Samurai.
you imagine fitting that in that? I saw that. I said, man, I couldn't imagine Ed trying to climb in that thing. He'd have to take out the front seat and sit in the back.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't even know if I'd fit in it.
Hey, Patrick Hattrick, what's happening?
Well, Patrick.
Y'all need to go over to Patrick's channel. He's back in the shed. He's working on his motorcycles. Hell yeah. He's getting back after it. So that's good. Good to see.
She ran ahead into it.
Yeah, I don't plan on going real extravagant on the bed.
Ain't worth it.
Nah. Nope.
Of course, you could go down to Virginia and borrow Daryl's bed until he gets his truck running.
Yeah.
Hey,
you know what? I'll give them a surprise. And if you do a ride or die with me, I'll give you $100. Let's see.
I don't think his bed would fit on my truck.
What year's yours?
Mine's a 2000. It's 99 to 2005 is the same body style.
Yeah, mine's a short bed too.
And it's mine's a short bed too because it's extended cab, but that's only in the half tons. 3/4 tons, 2000 to 2005 is the bed difference. 99 they still use the old K series in the 3/4 and 1 tons, and they actually use the old frames. So if you got a 99 Chevy half ton, you got to make sure you tell them it's a 3/4 ton.
Hey, backwoods.
Oh, come on, Ed. A drill bit can make anything. All I got to do is say a drill bit welder. You can make anything fit. You could have a redneck truck.
That's the funny thing about the Chevy boxes from '84 all the way up. The bolt holes all the way to 2006. The bolt holes are in the same place. It was just the width and how the box tapered.
Yep.
That was the difference.
Yeah, I think maybe the bodies will fit on them on the frames.
Yeah,
but
it just don't look right.
But the brakes, all the brakes, internal parts, all that kind of stuff, you got to make sure you specify that it's for the 3/4 ton.
Yep.
Because
you got to make sure that you're when you're going 3/4 ton, you tell them if it's a 6 bolt or 8 bolt 3/4 ton.
Yep, I learned that from experience because we had 299 Chevy half tons or 3/4 tons and one Chevy 99 Chevy half ton, and they don't intermix. Did I say hi to Backwoods? Hi, Backwoods. I don't know if I said hi to Backwoods. But yeah, so, and I actually had a chance to buy a 99 a couple years back from work, and I got outbid. The truck wasn't worth more than $800 the most. There was just a few parts that would interchange on my truck that I would have changed anyways. It was a 2-wheel drive. Mine's a 4-wheel drive. Mine's extended cab. It was a standard cab 8-foot bed, but the front fenders would have worked. The grill, all that kind of stuff. And another guy from work just had to have it because he was starting a side business. And the truck's sitting in his driveway right now with a blown transmission line because he don't know how to work on anything. But he kept pestering because we had 5 days to turn in a sealed bid. And he kept pestering me, wanting to know what I bid. And finally, like the last day, I'm like, I bid like $1,200, something like that. And dude like left skid marks to go up and turn a bid in. To outbid me.
Jesus.
And in reality, I bid like $650 for the thing. So
that's a good way to stick it to him.
Mm-hmm. He's the same guy that before he bought the truck, he brought me some push mower, edger, weed eater, some other stuff, and they just went over and made the run. And I said, okay, no problem, I'll do that for you. I said, I need some landscaping done in the front of my house. Not a lot,
Yeah.
Take you maybe 3-4 hours to do. I'll figure out what I have in, parts and labor, and whatever, you figure out what you have, and then, I'll pay you over, what I have in it. Oh yeah, that sounds like a good deal. Yeah, it's been over 2 years ago. My front of my house is still not landscaped.
God.
And then all last fall, he was kind of hinting around that he needed his snowblower looked at, and I told him, yeah, sure, bring it on over, drop it off. You got a truck, you can ramps, you can load it up, bring it over, drop it off. Oh, okay, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
And my plan is I'll get the thing running. He has 30 days to pay me for what I got in it, or it goes on Marketplace.
What is she talking about here, Daryl?
I don't know what she's wanting to take. I don't know what she's just.
No, I put it.
I said, be a ride or die. What are we riding for $1,000?
50 feet.
But needless to say, he never dropped his snowblower off. As far as I know, he never got it running.
Yeah.
He talked
You
to a
got me
couple other
another
guys.
John Deere rider to work on.
Do you need to borrow a shovel to bury it?
Yeah,
It's a John Deere.
yeah.
Oh, come on, not all. You make it sound like all John Deeres are bad.
Well, mine out here actually has a Yanmar motor in it, so Yanmar diesel, and that's what about all the small tractors have in them as the Yanmars anymore. So.
Even the big
You
ones
sound
do.
like you got something like the old 430, huh?
Has a Yanmar.
Well,
Yeah.
you know why John Deere painted their equipment green, right?
Oh, because of the money it costs to fix them.
Yeah.
So they can
No,
charge
yeah.
more.
No, it's so they don't stand out in the field when they're broke down.
Hey, I've got two John Deeres out there. I got John Deere riding mower SX, SX 95 that's old, from 1987. Still purrs like a pussycat with a 12.5 horsepower and the F525 front loader motor lawnmower I bought, front mount lawnmower. That thing is awesome.
Yeah, I'm just joking. I mean, it's everything has their good and bad points.
It's a
and everything,
riding mower.
Oh yeah.
It was made to cut grass, nothing else.
Hey, tell you something there, Jeff. That's got a two-stage snowblower. It's a hydraulic transmission in it. It's considered a 3-wheel tractor.
The biggest problem I have with like the modern John Deeres now is, especially now that they've gone computerized, they won't let the farmers have the.
They lost that in court the other day.
Oh, did they? Did they? Finally,
Yeah, they have to make it available. The software available for sale on market. So
about 3 or 4 months ago, they won that in court. So
okay, I hadn't heard that, but that was one of my biggest issues with modern John Deeres.
Yeah,
because
everyone else now you can go in and buy their software now. They have to legally sell the software, and make it accessible for purchase. So.
Well, I was even told that their dealerships had to have a certified tech to have the software, or bring in a guy and pay him to do the diagnostics and stuff.
Up here in Canada, the dealership, if you buy a new piece of equipment and you want to and like when you buy the equipment in Canada and you buy the software, it's all in the same system, so it registers. Okay, this person owns just bought this new tractor and he just purchased software, so it actually brings up a waiver where you waive your right to warranty. Mm-hmm. Because if you're working on yourself, then your warranty is null and void now. So that's the only catch that, like up here in Canada, I don't know how it's going to be down on the state side, but that's how they're doing it. So you purchase software and choose to work on it yourself, you waive your warranty right. So now you can buy it, and not only that, heavy equipment scan tools now can actually start cloning the software for their tools now. So.
No, she
hit. I didn't feel a thing.
She hit, but
I didn't feel a thing.
well, at least you're getting some use out of it, Daryl.
It still hurts. I mean, even though I'm old, it still hurts.
We got to start paying attention to her.
Our new skid steer at work has OBDI port on it. So I was looking into, and I'm like, nah, we'll just do the dealership thing. I ain't messing around with buying more software and scan tools and everything else for one piece of equipment. The one thing I may try to do is upgrade our scanner software when we buy a new one, because not this year. Well, this is my last year for the software updates on that machine. After this year, there will be no more updates for it, so I'll have to buy a new scanner.
Well, I know a great tool for tractors and heavy equipment, and like all tractors that in US dollars it's like $600, and its John Deere coverage is wickedly phenomenal. Like, it is a nice little handheld tool, and it does calibrations, programming, and all that stuff. Like, I can send a link to you at the end of the stream or something like that, but it's worth every penny if you have any equipment at all.
Well, right now we just have that skid steer. Nothing else as of right now has that, the OBD or whatever, the port. I don't know what they're calling it on the tractors and stuff, but I do want to upgrade my machine so that I can do my Isuzu trucks.
Yeah, that's the thing. This thing will do your Isuzu trucks, and it also does also passenger cars. Like, it doesn't do full function passenger cars like the passenger car things, but it does do the code read and the code clear. But on the heavy equipment, it does all the good stuff. So.
Yeah, I need one that has bidirectional controls and stuff like that for the cars and that. But the one I'm looking at is the Altel. They've really upped their game on those ones.
Yeah.
I have a it's the one that Napa sells through Napa now, OTC. It's a nice tool. It's just the screen's getting a little small for me, and the Altel has a nice bigger screen, and the my OTC isn't wireless. I want wireless on my next one.
Well, the biggest thing that helps me with my older tractor out there is a 10-pound sledgehammer. I mean, something just whack it a couple of times, and it usually fixes that.
Why doesn't it surprise me a bit?
Well, it's got them down wet
for like a Briggs, right?
What's that, Jeff?
I said the electric store for like Briggs. You know, the stud where it goes to like the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever had one of them just break right off?
The stud or the ear? I've had the studs break off.
Itself.
Yeah, I've had the studs break off. Somebody tightened it too tight.
Yeah, this one like pulled the hole. It popped it. You know, that whole little square thing out of the case.
Oh.
How would you go about fixing that? Would you try do a little bit of what you call it around there and stick it back in there, let it harden up?
Yeah, you can try some JB Weld. That might work. If it's cast, I don't know. Huh. I'd have to look at that one a little better, figure it out.
You see what is happening with Miss Maggie here?
She getting mange?
Yep.
Or is that her winter coat coming out?
No, that's her wet. I took her to the vet. They say it's the after effects and the chemo they gave her when they gave her all the radiation from her stomach cancer.
Oh.
And it's the softest fur you ever saw underneath that's coming out.
Yeah.
I brushed her 3 times today, and that's what. And she's still. I ain't gonna show you the. I'm sure you can imagine what my poor house looks like.
Yeah. The last year I had my chocolate lab, she got it was something with the skin, and she started actually losing all of her hair.
That's what she's doing. She's getting bald. It's coming out in sheets, and then the bald spots are showing up, and then the most softest, supple hair you ever wanted to see.
No, her hair was not growing back. It was falling out like she was going bald.
Yep.
Started back on her hips, around her tail.
Yep.
It was going up her back, and there was nothing they could do for it. You know, there was no medicine to give her or anything. They said it's just a sign of old age on her, and then her hips and everything else and joints and stuff were getting so bad. Her hearing was going, her sight was going. So it was time to let her go. So we did. But All right, on a better note. So, what's everybody else's plans for the week? You all know what I'm going to be up to.
Work.
Yeah.
I'm pulling a transmission out to
I'm gonna work
rebuild.
on the old John Deere, fix the mower deck.
What do you got?
Then I'm
You got
gonna
to weld it
hang
up.
out with the.
You got to
What's
weld the
that?
deck up, Jeff. You got to weld the deck up, Jeff, or is it spindles or what?
No. I gotta clean it off because they got a problem with the belt, and I already think I found the problem on them little 110s. You know how they got like the little cable that picks it up from the back, and then it's got like a little piece of flat stock that goes up on an angle to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
The one side's not hooked up, so the whole deck will twist.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm going to Chicago, Illinois to pick up my new truck I bought.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah, my dog had she got the thick coat in the wintertime, and it wasn't hot spots. It was some kind of genetic thing in her skin that they said the hair would never come back, and they said it might have been from the arthritis and stuff. She may have been like stressed out and stuff because she was in pain and all that too. So, but
somebody on here has a set of 855 side panels for a John Deere laying around. Want to get rid of? Let me know.
755, 855, or 955. I think they're all three will fit. I looked them up. They don't make
I'd
them
like some
after.
pulley covers for a John
Don't
Deere.
see many of them around here.
They don't make them aftermarket.
Nope. I can't find it for the mower deck. I want the covers for the pulleys for the mower deck.
You don't need them. They just
Yeah, you do. When you want to step down, it's kind of hard when you got a spinning pulley there. I don't want to step on a spinning pulley.
You shouldn't get off the mower when the deck's moving.
I should show you a picture of the wheel horse they gave me, Briggs. There's nothing over the blades on the one side. It's all open. And this guy lets his kids run it.
You know, it's funny. I've been to the dealer 3 times with that mower trying to get a mower deck belt. And all 3 times they give me the wrong belt. So I went up there again yesterday. I said, this is getting old.
So, all right, y'all. It's been the hour. We're going to shut this down. I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. Ben's going to bed. I hope you have a great sleep, Ben, and we'll catch you all, the next time. And thanks, everybody, and we'll see y'all next time.
Well,
Love,
Don't
peace,
work
and
too hard
crackling,
tomorrow,
Grace.
Ed.
Booyah!